competition with young Nico Rosberg for that second race seat alongside Mark Webber in 2006. Rosberg recently crowned the GP2 champion, the feeder series for Formula One. So Pitsonia watching this space. Here's Robert Doornbos in the Minardi. And interestingly, in this morning's pre-practice session, the Bridgestone team certainly looked pretty good. The Jordans were 2nd and 6th fastest, the Minardis 5th and 10th.
But he's gone out on full wet tyres, unlike the first two runners, the two Michelin runners of Coulthard and Pitsonia. Doornbos on those full wets, and I suspect that as the lap unfolds, he'll be struggling for grip. They'll go off quite quickly because, yes, there's a bit of a rooster tail of spray out the back in places, but fundamentally, there's not now a lot of standing water in critical areas, and he's slow in the first sector.
Yeah, you can see it. The car just doesn't look as lively, does it? Doornbos doing his best. Normally, you'd consider that conditions like this, the lack of engine power of the Minardi would perhaps be minimised, the damage of that compared to the faster guys, but obviously downforce is also a critically important part of having a good car in wet conditions, and this Minardi is struggling a little bit for downforce. They've brought a few new pieces along this weekend just to give themselves a little bit of a boost, pushing hard on development as the season comes to an end. Of course, next year Minardi will change hands and come under the ownership of Red Bull. It'll be the Red Bull junior team. We're expecting Tonio Liuzzi and Scott Speed, the American driver, to be confirmed in those two seats for next year. So what will happen to Robert Doornbos, I wonder, next year? Well, he's 4.5 seconds down on David Coulthard after 2 sectors alone. So not a tremendous lap here from Doornbos. That's much more than he would expect to be in the dry conditions.
Yeah, he should have bolted on the intermediates, I suspect. And well, I think most teams are expecting a dry race tomorrow, and so the wet weather performance is relatively academic, and that is positively slow.
And what's interesting about that is that Doornbos was very quick in his Formula 3000 days, very quick in the wet, had a win at the Belgian race, Belgian Grand Prix support at Spa in very wet conditions. So I'm a bit surprised by that.